know what Sony had? The Holy Trinity. Leo, Brad, and Margot. Who do you have?
Hello and welcome to Boy Party, podcast about movies where multiple major stars share the screen and battle it out for screen time, top billing, the fatter paycheck, and the most acclaim. My name is Lucian Watt Daly, and I am joined by my partner in midlife crisis motorcycle gang activities. It's Shane Kelly.
Hello.
Good
morning.
The tail end of June, and we're doing a very late last minute.
That's a very pessimistic view of June. It is the...
No. I'm saying this episode is going to be released the tail end of June. We're doing these out of order.
Fine.
And this is going to be our very last minute Pride episode.
Yes.
Because we are doing this fantastic gay biker movie. Who needs pillion when you have Wild Hogs?
Wild Hogs.
A film about four men embracing their true passion of spending time together intimately, riding around the country on bikes.
Yeah.
Yes, it's one of the great gay panic comedies of the 2000s, Wild Hogs. You can tell.
Great, and not the gay panic is extreme, but great in that it's really funny.
It's pretty funny.
No.
It's funny. I think this is a pretty fun movie to laugh at. In the sense that the gay panic kind of out of date stuff in this is actually so OTT that it is very amusing to engage with.
But it never... I was going to say it never gets nasty with it, and it's all kind of...
I would say it never gets nasty with it.
It does at one point. Kevin Durant
sure
has a few lines that you're like...
one or two,
no.
sure. But by and large, the stuff with the four guys is done in this kind of oh, what are they up to? Old sitcom way versus the kind of nastiness.
They all go skinny dipping in a lake.
Yeah.
Versus
the nastiness of the Get Hard type movies. You know?
There's no prison
Hart in
elements.
this. It's far more similar to the Grown Ups films.
Yeah.
In terms of middle-aged men friendship being explored in a way that is naturally going to deal with homoeroticism and fear of homoeroticism when you get too close to your pals. You can tell that one of us is going on a intercontinental trip whenever we talk about a movie like this. I think the 2000s shitty studio comedy episodes tend to come around when we have to pack a couple episodes in quickly before someone goes on holiday.
Oh, yes, because we have seen most of the...
Because, there's very little work to be done. We can watch the film in 90 minutes, record the episode in 45 minutes, and the job's done. You're going away in 2 or 3 weeks.
On a road trip on a motorbike. With my
with
pal
friend
who recently got his motorbike qualification.
Yes, friend of the show, Michael McAndrew, is a motorcyclist.
He's a certified wild hog.
We should have got his thoughts on this film. Something tells me that this isn't the part of motorcycle world that he's enthusiastic about. He seems to be very much someone who likes doing this in solitude.
Yeah.
I don't think he wants to be in a gang of four guys on motorbikes, but you never know. We support him if he does, but we must ask him what he thinks of this.
He's still young. We'll have to wait for him to get to his 50s and see what his buzz is.
We'll show him the trailer for this, and he'll say something like, "Oh, lads, I'm not watching that." And that'll be the end of the story.
Yeah.
Where we're talking Walt Becker's Wild Hogs, Tim Allen, John Travolta, Martin Lawrence, William H. Macy. The Big Four.
The Big Four.
If you hover over the poster on Wikipedia, it says 4 men standing behind a motorcycle. That is correct. It's a pretty stacked cast. There's at least 3 of these 4 guys are very legitimate major leading men in the 2000s. And the fact that John Travolta is second billed on this movie is actually kind of unprecedented. I can't really think of many other films where John Travolta has been...
He didn't get a split card here. Or
he's just pure second bill to Tim Allen. Tim Allen was so hot in 2006, 2007. Like nobody else. Really, for a brief moment there, was one of the kind of the 5 definitive movie stars, which is really crazy, and we'll get to it in a minute. But I can't actually conceive of another movie, unless I'm missing something very obvious, where John Travolta has been second bill to anyone else.
Is he Face Off, split bill?
Face Off, okay, yeah, I'll check who's first on the poster for Face Off. But Face Off is ultimately a very much split. He's first on Face Off.
Okay.
He's first on Swordfish. He's first on Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
Get Shorty, he is first above Hackman. I don't think Travolta was ever second billed on a movie once he became a leading man.
But he just saw this script and he was like, I gotta do it.
I gotta do it.
Gotta do it.
And he kind of doesn't have the most exciting role in this. I think that he actually is probably the least memorable of the four in terms of like the jokes and the bits.
Yeah,
It's very little to do.
I think his kind of arc and his backstory are very much just told to you and never shown at any point.
Yeah.
So you kind of don't really buy into it as much. You're kind of told that his wife has left him, he's lost his job, he's lost his house.
We get these little 4 interludes at the start where the 4 characters are introduced with like their name comes up on the screen.
Yeah.
What happens in his scene? I
think he is sitting with his accountant in an office and he's like, and the accountant's like, you're broke, you've no money. And he's like, what does that mean? And he's just like, oh, you got nothing. And he's like, okay. And then it cuts to the next guy. Like, there's no side of his house, really, I don't think. I don't think there's any side of who the ex-wife is, despite comments being passed at her
he's Woody.
Pretty frequently.
Woody is a wealthy lawyer married to a supermodel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Doug, who is
Tim Allen,
is a dentist.
Yeah.
With trouble bonding with his son, Billy. I don't remember that being an important plot point.
No, but Billy does show up at the end and he's like, whoa, you're cool, Dad.
Yeah. Bobby is a henpecked plumber, disrespected by his wife Karen and his daughters, and that's Martin Lawrence. And then Dudley, William H. Macy, is a socially awkward single computer programmer.
Yeah,
Dudley by far the highlight of the movie.
I think so.
Macy's great. He gets the best role. He's the funniest of these 4 guys in general, and I think, unsurprisingly, his character has all of the best moments.
Also, his character's kind of trifles are kind of the most modern.
Yes, true.
And you'd imagine that type of a character would still appear in this in kind of a modern day type of thing.
Yeah, the idea of him just like being into computers would not be a defining characteristic. They're like, hey buddy, you love computers, and he's like, I'll go on the trip as long as there is a Wi-Fi hotspot. It's this very funny 2007 idea of man who needs to be on the computer.
He'd be doing a lot of shit with meta glasses now, probably.
Yeah, he'd have all the new shit. Yeah. So he'd have a ring to pay for
probably
stuff.
have a drone.
Yes. Toys for big boys. This movie's got a big Toys for Big Boys energy, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Midlife crisis machine bullshit.
Yeah. It's worse things to do when you get to that age. I think road tripping across America would be a pretty good way to cheer yourself up.
Yes. So the first couple of scenes, we get some funny stuff. We get Martin Lawrence has to deal with an insane shit toilet situation.
He does. Oh God, he's the kind of plumber that gets called for... Sorry, when we meet him, he's writing.
Oh yeah, he's writing a book.
I guess so.
Which is never really brought up again.
No, not at all.
And then Macy's character is sitting in a cafe on a computer that has got a new voice command technology. And
he's making eyes with a woman across the cafe, a very attractive young woman.
Yeah.
And he's like, voice command. And she goes, ooh.
What does he say that gets misheard? I can't remember.
What is it?
He says like...
I gotta get the laptop with alternative specs.
Yeah, and the laptop goes, did you say alternative sex? And then the laptop starts flashing up like old woman pornography.
Animal pornography
at like full volume blast.
And he can't turn it off, and people are grabbing their kids and getting them out.
It's very funny.
It is. He just eventually just like spills coffee all over his laptop to shut it down. But
and then the other good joke in the film is they're in a diner, and he goes up to flirt with Marissa Tomei, and he sits back down and they go, "What did you say to her?" He said, "I wanted to say something, but all I could think of was black jokes." And Martin Lawrence replies like, "You what?" It's insane.
And like, there's no reference to him having like a racial bias or fetish throughout it. It's just like a one-off guy.
He never tells a single
not a
quote,
single one.
black joke.
No. But sorry, back to the toilet situation. He goes into a convenience store and there's like a young Mexican guy working there, and he's like, "My dad was shot yesterday.
Oh yeah,
I did not cry until today."
Yes, forgot about that guy. He's very good.
He's great.
Wild Hogs, released March 2007. This was the final film. This is not going to be interesting to you. This was the final film that Disney ever released under the Buena Vista Pictures distribution moniker.
Oh, yeah.
So when Disney would put out movies for adults produced by Touchstone or whatever, like this one was, they would be released under this Buena Vista Pictures, and it was the Disney Castle logo, but it said Buena Vista instead of Disney. And this was the final one, and then after this they switched to just calling them Walt Disney Studios. But it's I never understood the Buena Vista thing. It's really weird, but it was a big thing in the 2000s. This is the end of that run. Directed by a man called Walt Becker, who has what a filmography he has. His debut, Van Wilder with Ryan Reynolds, followed by Buying the Cow, a Jerry O'Connell comedy. Then you got this. Then you've got Old Dogs with Travolta and Robin Williams 2 years later. Wild Hogs, Old Dogs.
They're kind of interchangeable.
2015, he directs Alvin and the Chipmunks, The Road Chip. That's the fourth one. Oof. And in 2021, he directs Clifford, the Big Red Dog. And that is the extent of his career.
Not a bad run.
Not a bad run. The writer of this film, however, is an interesting character who has some pretty good credits on like Arrested Development episodes.
Yeah.
Brad Copeland is his name. He wrote on Arrested Development, My Name is Earl. And he was the executive producer of the failed, disastrous U.S. remake of The Inbetweeners.
Oh.
Right? But his other film credits include Yogi Bear 2011, which I think is kind of funny, and Spies in Disguise, and Jerry and Marge Go Large with Cranston and Annette Bening. So, like,
that's pretty harmless, but it's
harmless. I think the fact that this movie actually is pretty funny, you can kind of chalk that up to the fact that it was written by an Arrested Development guy. Like, there is clearly somebody with a little bit of life in them.
There's a couple of good gags that are kind of unexpected and kind of. Yeah.
I thought this was like incredibly watchable film. I would watch this again on TV, no problem. You've got, I think, 3 or 4, maybe I'm not a Martin Lawrence fan, but like 3 very watchable stars. Plus, you've got a really good supporting cast with Marissa Tomei, Ray Liotta, all these people, and it's all set outside. Yeah, that really helps.
I think
it's
it does.
Set in the daylight, outdoors, on locations. There's like a lot of movement by virtue of the bike thing. There's songs being dropped in, and it's very lively and energetic.
And it doesn't, despite it literally having an element to this, it doesn't become a camping movie.
No, it doesn't. They go camping for like 2 minutes.
Yeah,
and it just turns into a gay thing.
And you never see them sleeping at all. Like it's. The camping is not used as a...
sitting around the fireplace talking about their divorces.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not used as a plot device to get your emotions out.
Yeah. The midlife crisis stuff in it is kind of communicated in a pretty fresh and energetic way, I think, in terms of like... It's not just like, these fucking losers are exhausting to be around, self-pitying, miserable fucks. I think that it's like... Some of it is kind of pervy and misogynistic jokes or whatever, but like it is done in a way where you're like, ha ha ha, these guys are ridiculous.
It's a good template for the 4-man friend group of the depressive, the loser, the guy who hates his wife, and the virgin.
Yeah, it's a similar setup to certainly the grown up films. Does The Inbetweeners?
I'm trying to think. Is Inbetweeners 2 movie so Wild Hogs?
Yeah, those guys are so young though. It's tough to compare them to this middle-aged man.
There's no one stupid in this. There's no like William H. Macy's a bit silly, but
they're all a bit. Well, I guess Macy and Lawrence. No, Lawrence isn't stupid. I guess Macy's silly, but he's not stupid. You're right. There's no like person whose characteristic is just being dumb.
Yeah, which I think maybe helps this a little bit, keep it kind of on the rails.
Yeah. As I said, Tim Allen at an insane point in his movie career in 2007 where he's just absolutely tearing up the box office. He is in a long lineage of TV sitcom dads turned film actors, and I was kind of thinking about it, and I was like, I guess he's like the most successful case ever of sitcom dad turned into a leading man of film. Now, John Goodman probably falls into this category, and John Goodman is obviously a hugely beloved actor, but never has been a making 3 massive movies a year where he's the lead. Other guys in this category from the same era as Tim Allen, like Ed O'Neill, never made the pivot to movies. Certainly
John Goodman?
I just said that when you were on your phone.
Yes.
Yeah. Cut that out. Bryan Cranston obviously has had a great career, but never like Disney movie star. Ty Burrell never got this.
Ed O'Neill?
I just said Ed O'Neill.
No,
is there anyone else from this era that I'm forgetting? Like there's John Stamos, and there's no, not really. I don't think so. Like I think this is Tim Allen is Jason Bateman. Tim Allen is like the most successful case of this, where his persona from Home Improvement is very similar to the persona that he's bringing to these movies. But like his debut film as a leading man is the Santa Claus.
Really?
Which is crazy because the Santa Claus is entirely marketed on his brand.
Yeah.
That's how big of a TV star he was. And he had a couple of successful comedy, recorded shows, Men Are Pigs, Tim Allen Rewires America. But the Santa Claus is like, what if Tim Allen was Santa Claus? And you're like, that's crazy. That's like if they made a show now that's like, what if fucking guy from Heated Rivalry was Robin Hood? It's
that's completely plausible.
It's like he's never been in a movie before. What are you talking about? I think the Santa Claus is really good fun, and I think the sequels are good too. I like all those movies.
Yeah, they kind of fall under like filmed. I probably watched when I was 4, like right. Really early.
The Santa Claus might have the record for big movie replays.
That's it, yeah.
Because it was big movie every year from 1997 until 2021. Mm-hmm. I think those movies are great fun. I would happily watch any of them at Christmas. I think that they're among the better Christmas films of the last 40 years.
I haven't watched them now in probably 6 or 7 or 8 years.
The third one's really fun because Martin Short shows up as Jack Frost and Alan Arkin plays the father.
Is Krumholtz in all of them?
Krumholtz is in all of them.
Yeah.
Spencer Breslin is in the latter 2. Yeah. And a friend of the show, Aisha Tyler, is in the third one.
Oh, she is
Mother Nature.
Yes.
But Santa Claus is 94, and then in 95, he does the voice of Buzz Lightyear. And part of the reason I wanted to do Wild Hogs is because he's been doing the rounds the last few weeks because Toy Story 5 is currently in cinemas. And I quite liked it. I thought it was pretty good. It would be dishonest to say that Tim Allen was the star of the film. I think Buzz Lightyear does not play a major role in it. There's a weird subplot in Toy Story 5 where there's like an army of deprogrammed Buzz Lightyear toys that are washed up on an island.
Oh.
But they don't really speak that much, so there's not a lot of Tim Allen going on there. But he's been behaving himself. He's been making a lot of appearances and doing interviews with Tom Hanks sitting beside him to keep him under control. And he is
nice representation of politics in
I know, exactly.
in 1995.
Yeah. I think Tim Allen's famously conservative and right-leaning, but he's somehow managed to kind of detach himself from MAGA now, where he's not doing the Sylvester Stallone thing. Was
he on the Trump train for a while?
I actually don't think he ever was. I have no evidence of it. I know he was very anti-January 6th.
Okay.
I don't really know where he was on Trump years before that. I'd say Tim Allen.
I guess that
finds Trump annoying, probably. He seems like someone who probably votes for like John Kasich and these fucking types of Republican guys. And he probably thinks Trump is like giving the GOP a bad name.
He's not on Fox News giving out about trans people. I think that, he's like, to be honest, that kind of gets you in the good books near these days, that you're just not
exactly
being a crank on the dead entity politics stuff.
But now he's definitely gone on a thing of the last 2 years where he's like, they won't put me in movies anymore because I'm not woke enough.
Yeah.
But then like Disney did give him a Santa Claus show. They did 2 seasons of a Santa Claus TV show, and it was dreadful, and it got canceled, and I think he had to accept that was. But sorry. Last Man Standing was cancelled by ABC after like 6 seasons.
Yeah.
And he blamed woke for that. He was like, they won't make shows with guys like me anymore. But then it got picked up by, I'm going to say, Country Music Television picked up that show and did like 3 more seasons of it, which is an insane channel to have a sitcom on. But it was like, television. It's a big cable channel for conservative Americans. And Caitlin Dever plays his daughter in that show. There's really good actors on that show.
Has he gotten into the Ryan Murphy stuff?
Tim Allen. Yeah. The Ryan Murphy stuff.
Not the Ryan Murphy stuff. I'm getting these names mixed up. Is he in fucking Landman, or does he ever get into...
Why would he be in... He's not a dramatic actor.
I know, but why...
They don't put... Nah, Tim Allen has never made a drama in his life.
Okay, fine.
Like, you wouldn't be putting...
Is that the Ryan Murphy stuff?
No, that's Taylor Sheridan.
Taylor Sheridan. I get the 2 names mixed up.
Ryan Murphy makes American Horror Story, Glee.
Sorry, those 2 names get mixed up.
No, he's Taylor Sheridan. He's just not. He just doesn't have the dramatic chops to do one of those. Those shows are all like, there's a man on a mission to save America. He's a comedian. Like, he needs.
But he's rewiring America.
He is rewiring America. Well, he has a show now.
Okay.
Called I can't remember what it's called. He runs a fucking garage with Kat Dennings as a father-daughter, and it's about it's like a fixing cars sitcom
like
for
Tires.
Old people. Yeah, it's like Tires.
Yeah.
But Toy Story obviously has managed to keep him in circulation as a Disney star for 3 decades, and Disney squeezed as much juice as they could out of him in the years that followed. So Jungle to Jungle, which has a tarantula on the poster, I will not be watching it. Galaxy Quest is a pretty fun, like, what if the actors from Star Trek got sent to space for real thing. So he's playing a sort of William Shatner type, I guess. And Sigourney Weaver, Alan Rickman are in it. And they get abducted by aliens, basically. It's okay. Christmas with the Cranks is unwatchable garbage based on a John Grisham novel.
Yeah, that was on the big movie rotation very heavily.
This is his like little run of 3 years where he's everywhere. He does that in 2004, and then in 2006, The Shaggy Dog, which is a remake of the Dean Jones movie, The Shaggy DA, where he is turned into a dog. Robert Downey Jr. plays
it's
the villain.
called The Shaggy DA.
Yeah, The Shaggy DA. Because he's a district attorney.
I know.
Then...
But that's the original.
Yeah, that's the original.
Okay.
Shaggy Dog comes out in like spring 2006. Zoom comes out in summer 2006, which is a very like early attempt at a superhero movie that is based on no IP. And the faces on the poster include him, Kate Mara, and Spencer Breslin, and it's called Zoom. We watched Zoom like a year and a half ago.
Did we?
Yeah, it was dreadful. It was like 72 minutes long. I threw it on one night. It was awful.
Sure.
And then Santa Claus 3 comes out at Christmas. He has 3 massive Disney blockbusters in 1 year. That is insane. And then Wild Hogs comes out like 2 months after Santa Claus 3.
Yeah.
And this is weirdly the end of his run. And then he directs a comedy called Crazy on the Outside in 2010, which I did watch, where he gets out of prison and has to... reaccustomed to society. He goes to prison for selling pirated DVDs.
Free my man.
Yeah, he gets out and moves in with his sister Sigourney Weaver and her husband J.K. Simmons.
Okay.
Not great. And Ray Liotta's in it as well. So Sigourney Weaver and Ray Liotta are clearly friends of his. And that's it. That's the end of Tim Allen's theatrical film career. He has never made another theatrical movie that wasn't Toy Story.
Yeah.
He is in a straight-to-DVD movie in 2013 with one of the great, insane posters. It's called Three Geezers, and you've got to see the poster for Three Geezers.
Okay,
look it up while I blow my
here,
nose.
yeah.
You see what I'm talking about?
Oh, I
so
do.
Three Geezers is written downwards from top to bottom, and you have what looks like red carpet Getty Images photos of Tim Allen, J.K. Simmons, Kevin Pollak, and I don't know, some women.
Fernando Romero and Breckin Mayer.
Oh yeah, Breckin Mayer. The weird thing about it though is it's called Three Geezers, and it's really not clear.
There's 5 geezers on the
Who's
poster.
the 3 it's referring to? There's 5 geezers.
She might be the geezer. Who knows?
There are 5 geezers on the poster.
There are 5 geezers.
I'm gonna make a movie set in Norway called Three Geysers.
Iceland.
Well,
maybe they have them in Norway as well.
But anyway, and then he goes back to TV. That's it. That's Tim Allen's movie career. We're done. I find Tim Allen watchable. I think his lazy performance style is kind of infectious. I love how like little he puts into his performances in these films. He's just like, hey, yeah, I'm Tim Allen. And I'm like, I don't know, Tim Allen. I like you. You have evil, insidious energy, but I like you.
He's got insane teeth. Like,
Just got insane teeth.
Big smile.
I'll be sad when Tim Allen dies. It'll feel like the end of an era of like a guy who got away with being mediocre for 45 years and making millions and millions of dollars on TV and film. I don't know.
The last of the great mediocre white man. Like.
Speaking of mediocrity and mediocre black men, Martin Lawrence. Jesus Christ, is this guy mediocre?
I like Martin Lawrence.
You like Martin Lawrence? What do you like Martin Lawrence in?
Big Mama's trilogy.
You like the Big Mama's trilogy.
I like Big Mama's
I
trilogy.
don't like those films. I wish I did. They have such potential. They would be so funny if it wasn't Martin Lawrence.
I disagree.
If you put Tracy Morgan in those movies, they would be hysterical. Have you ever seen the fake Big Mamas they do on 30 Rock?
No.
Fat Bitch 2.
Jesus Christ. No.
No, sorry, it's not Fat Bitch. Fat Bitch 2 is one where he turns into a dog. Sorry. There's another one that's it's called keep talking while I look it up.
Martin Lawrence, I need to remind myself what else he's in.
Well, don't worry, I'll tell you. What's the one on 30 Rock called? Oh, Honky Grandma Be Trippin'. There's a movie where they put a guy in Honky Grandma Be Trippin' who looks too much like Alec Baldwin, and Alec Baldwin's character freaks out and is like, "You're giving me a bad name. You can't put him in that movie." And then they put Alec Baldwin in the movie. It's very funny. Martin Lawrence is in Bad Boys, the Bad Boys quadrilogy.
Okay.
Films I
haven't seen any of them.
Sit down and watch. He is in Do the Right Thing. I don't remember what he does in it. He had a sitcom called Martin. He's in a movie called Talking Dirty After Dark. The poster, I'm going to describe it to you. So there's the top third of the poster, there is a ripped, paper's been ripped off, and behind the ripped bit, you can see just a real close-up shot of a woman's cleavage.
Yep.
Then the title, Talking Dirty After Dark. And then at the bottom third of the poster is Martin Lawrence, and he's going like this.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, with his hands.
Lucien made kind of a
Creepy thing with my hands.
hands around his face as if he's about to grab a
No, that's not what I was doing.
No?
But no, I just don't want that on record.
Okay.
House Party 2. Supporting roles in Eddie Murphy movies like Boomerang.
Yep.
He's in a weird two-hander with Tim Robbins called Nothing to Lose, which has very similar like Big Johnson and a small heart energy.
Yeah.
He's like tiny on that poster compared to Tim Robbins. Life with Eddie Murphy. I think he's kind of piggybacking on Eddie Murphy's success here.
I think so, but I think my kind of I wouldn't say fondness from, but my defense of him is that he's not Eddie Murphy.
I know,
and
I'm very cold.
We're gone very cold on Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, Eddie Murphy sucks, but Eddie Murphy like earned his success authentically.
Yeah.
He wasn't piggybacking on anyone else. Eddie Murphy was a one of one, and people like Eddie Murphy for being Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
I think people like Martin Lawrence because he's the next best thing to Eddie Murphy.
Probably that's it.
Big Mama's
Eddie
House.
Murphy just has kind of contempt for people now, it seems, and that kind
Eddie
of puts us off.
Clearly a fucking asshole. Like, I don't know what Martin Lawrence is like. He could be the exact same, but Eddie Murphy is like the most entitled, obnoxious type of movie star, I feel like. Who's just like, I don't have to work hard anymore. I can do absolute shit. And not in like
okay, you've just made like that's a bad argument for disliking someone. That's a very valid way to exist.
a valid way to exist. But like,
Yeah, you've made your money, like.
but he's wasting what talent he has. Tim Allen never had any talent to waste. Eddie Murphy is like is a high energy performer. I mean, he's unbelievably good in the Shrek movies, for example.
Yeah.
And that's an energy that he does not bring now when he does like Christmas movies on Netflix, and it annoys me. You people. Big Mama's House is 2000. And then you've got Black Knight, National Security.
Does he do one of the daddy daycare / those kind of ones? Like, is he in the kids circle for a while?
Well, he kind of, but I'm trying to think who's in the Daddy Daycare sequel. It's Daddy Day Camp. It's Ice Cube, right?
Is it Ice Cube?
Yeah.
'Cause he does the Are We There Yet as well?
Ice Cube kind of Cuba Gooding Jr.
Oh.
Weird. Academy Award nominee.
It is, yeah.
Does Cuba Gooding Jr. have an Oscar? He does.
He does,
He
yeah.
does.
He
That's
does.
so funny. That is so funny.
Yeah.
Daddy Day Camp starring Cuba Gooding Jr. Oh, you know what it says in this poster? From the studio that brought you Daddy Daycare. I never would have known.
Oh, no way.
Daddy Daycare. That's a film I've never been able to get through.
Yeah.
Oh, it's dreadful.
Again, I have a real relationship with Ice Cube, Cuba Gooding Jr.,
Yes, I
Martin
know.
Lawrence.
Ice Cube,
just
Gooding Jr.
from because their films were shown on television a lot.
I know.
They were readily accessible
Yeah.
on Extravision when I was
Yeah.
6 years old.
Absolutely. Big Mama's 2 is 6 years after Big Mama's 1. That's a big gap.
That's a big gap.
Big Mama's 2 is the year before Wild Hogs. Open Season is Kutcher and Lawrence.
Okay.
I guess Lawrence voices the Big Bear.
Yeah.
I've never seen those movies. Oh, sorry, there's only one of them.
Sorry, I'm thinking of Over the Hedge.
Yeah. Welcome Home, Roscoe Jenkins looks like his version of the Tim Allen prison movie I just described.
Oh, of course.
College Road Trip with Raven Simone from That's So Raven as his daughter. The only relationship I have with that film is that when I went to New York City in 2008, there was a giant billboard for College Road Trip in Times Square.
Maybe we should watch that. We do like College Road Trip films.
Yeah, but Martin Lawrence, Raven Simone is not a particularly winning combination. And then 2011, Big Mama's, like Father Like Son. They dropped the apostrophe in Mamas. So now
it's Mamas plural.
Plural Big Mamas like Father Like Son, where they cast the great Brandon T. Jackson as his son. The only other thing I know Brandon T. Jackson from is Tropic Thunder. I don't know I don't know what else he's in.
Is he in Percy Jackson?
He is. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Martin Lawrence gets insane amounts of Botox to do the two Bad Boys legacy sequels, Bad Boys for Life, Bad Boys Ride or Die. His face looks so insane on those posters. He must have given Will Smith the biggest fucking kiss in the world when those movies got greenlit. He needed that so badly. It is no exaggeration to say those are the only theatrical comedies that he has appeared in since 2011.
Yeah.
Sorry. The only theatrical movies he has appeared in since 2011, period. Martin Lawrence has no film career now outside of the Bad Boys franchise.
Yeah, he was happy to see the slap coming, the Will Smith slap.
Exactly.
He's like, he's come back to me.
Yeah. But that might be like, God, he is 1 month older than my mother. That might be a positive thing in the sense that he might just be a wealthy guy who doesn't feel like he has to work that much. Martin Lawrence.
Are you repeating your Eddie Murphy line with the different tone?
No, I'm saying this is a completely different thing. I'm saying he is choosing not to work at all because he is so rich.
Yeah.
Eddie Murphy is choosing to do shitty work
Oh,
because
right,
he
okay.
is so entitled. Those are two different things.
Fine.
Yeah. Martin Lawrence.
Would there have been any other potential reason for Martin Lawrence to be covered on this podcast if
Bad Boys?
If he wasn't. Oh, Bad Boys
is a kind of a major two-hander, but I also think it's like not a movie I've ever wanted to watch. So no, I don't think Martin Lawrence would ever be getting discussed in this podcast.
We've done Will Smith outside of Suicide Squad.
We haven't, and I think we'll circle back around to him at some point.
Yeah.
But Will Smith actually is kind of one of these guys who's sort of too big, where there's not that many boy parties.
Exactly. He kind of only works on his own.
6 Degrees of Separation, there's Bad Boys, there's Focus, but we're not doing him and Margot Robbie again.
No.
And Focus is not interesting.
Yeah, it's kind of dull.
Honestly, he might start to be in more like two-handers now that his career is kind of on the downswing. Hilarious that somebody who won an Oscar 3 years ago, you can say that their career is on the downswing, but obviously there are extenuating circumstances.
Sure.
William H. Macy's just not really a leading man, so we wouldn't be talking about him otherwise. Do you know what Best Picture film this year he started?
Best Picture?
He had a role in a Best Picture nominated film this year.
Oh. Right. Yeah. I'm trying to think of the 10 nominees. I'm completely blanking. What won?
One battle after another.
We had one battle. He's not in Marty Supreme.
No.
He's not in
F1. Frankenstein.
F1, Frankenstein. Secret Agent.
No. What else was there? What was running in second place? Sinners. He's not in that.
Sinners. I'm dreadful. I can't remember.
He's in Train Dreams.
Oh,
he plays a guy with a beard out in the woods.
Yeah.
He had Train Dreams and he had Running Man come out within a few weeks of each other.
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, William H. Macy's back in cinemas. This is unusual.
Yeah.
Because his wife went to jail and he had was implicated in the crime as well for cheating to get their kids into college. So he is sort of canceled, but not really. It's like very much like house arrest canceled, where it's like you did a bad thing, but
it's a money crime.
Yeah, it's a victimless crime ultimately, but it is like rich person bullshit.
Was it USC? I think he got the daughter into. Who cares?
Whatever. He spent years and years as the lead on Showtime's Shameless remake.
Yeah.
So I think that took up a lot of his time in the 2010s, which kind of let his film career die. But it's funny, he has an Oscar nomination for Fargo, which is an incredible performance. It's funny that Martin Freeman gets away with a whole season of that show where he just does an impression of William H. Macy.
Is that what he's doing?
Yeah, he's literally playing because the character's name is.
I haven't seen the film. I've seen the Martin Freeman season of Fargo.
Yeah, Martin Freeman is like just doing an impression of William H. Macy.
Yeah.
I think Martin Freeman's very good casting as William H. Macy type. As I said to you, William H. Macy ranks high on the list of actors who could have been fish that were turned into human beings.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's great in Fargo, and then weirdly gets cast as like a bunch of leading men in the years that follow, just kind of because they're like, I don't know, this guy's an Oscar nomination. And the only particularly successful case of that is The Cooler, which is a very fun movie where he plays a guy with vibes so awful that he hangs around a casino and helps people lose. The casino pays him to stand beside people and ruin their vibe.
Yeah, and they just start losing at the poker table or whatever.
Yeah, him and Alec Baldwin.
Sorry, you've just reminded me now of the failure to launch a Jim Carrey fish movie. The
Incredible Mr. Limpet remake.
Yeah, I was like, maybe that would have been a success with William H. Macy.
They were trying to CGI Jim Carrey's face into a fish. They could have just had William H. Macy do it for real.
I know,
but like they were slotting him into shit like Jurassic Park 3 after Fargo. They were like, oh no, this guy's great. We got to do something with him.
Jurassic Park, William H. Macy.
Yeah. But he's in like 2 or 3 genuine bangers, as in Boogie Nights and Magnolia.
Yeah.
I love him in Magnolia. He plays... what's his character's name? Quiz Kid Donnie Smith.
Yes.
And he's gotten his fucking veneers on his teeth, and he hangs out in the bar kind of flirting with older men, and really tragic character.
What, he had previously won
He was the kid on the quiz show.
Yeah.
That's happening on the day the movie's set.
Yeah.
So he's watching it live in a bar, flirting with the bartender.
Yeah.
I think he's not in it that much. I think his storyline is the smallest storyline.
I think everyone was kind of surprisingly in Magnolia very little.
Sure, but there's like,
but it's him. He's like driving the car at the end.
Oh, he is.
Don't the frogs?
Where does he say? Yeah, but where is he during the frog scene? Is he in the
car?
Does
he try to break into a furniture store or something?
Yes, he does. He does.
Yeah.
I totally forgot about that. He has a scene with Alfred Molina like screaming at him because he owes him money.
Yeah.
Oh, he's great in that. Magnolia is one of the greatest films ever made. I love Macy in that. Everyone's great in that. He's in the Psycho remake. He's in Mr. Holland's Opus. Does a voice in Our Beloved Magic Roundabout.
Of course.
He's in Lenny Abramson's Room, which I must rewatch because I don't remember what he does in it. Yeah, That's William H. Macy, and he's directed like 3 films. One of them is the Billy Crudup school shooting movie Rudderless, which is like a fake John Carney film that is dreadful. And one of them is the weird, lecherous airport comedy The Layover with Kate Upton and Alexandra Daddario. And one of them is a movie called Crystal, where Rosario Dawson plays a stripper opposite T.I. and his wife, Felicity Huffman, and him are all in it.
Hard to know what to make of him.
I mean, I think he's just like a funny character actor with a funny face that
I agree.
accidentally got inserted into big movies because he got an Oscar nomination.
Yeah.
He should never have broken out of containment of like Paul Thomas Anderson's Seventh Lead. Like, that's where he belongs.
Sure.
It's just that he's so good in Fargo, and Fargo was such a like unequivocal success that unfortunately he was.
But as we said, he's kind of the highlight of Wild Hogs.
I know.
So
John Travolta, I think I'd like to do Face Off at some point, so I don't want to talk about
John
him.
Travolta, the most respectable movie star of the 4 we're talking about today.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, John Travolta is like certainly the most iconic movie star of the 4. He's a real A-lister. Like, I mean, everyone likes to laugh at John Travolta, but that's only because he's so famous. And the beret stuff recently, and the whole propeller one-way night coach situation. Is just like,
this was a good excuse to talk about propeller one-way night coach,
which is one of the best films of 2026.
Agreed.
It is a really kind of marvelous little weird one-off thing, 60-minute film based on a picture book he wrote, where he narrates the story of the first time he went on a plane. And it is so low stakes, it's so low energy, and I think there's something very kind of like transfixing and magical about it, because it's just like operating on a level of such simple joy and wonder without any sense of threat.
There is, but there's also these kind of little moments of realization throughout it where he's like, oh, my mother was lying about this.
Yeah, he's confronted with the realities of the adult world.
He's confronted by the realities of an adult world because he's confined to this tiny space where he kind of has to experience everything simultaneously with the adults. Yeah. So, but he never really has to dig into it because he's a child.
Yeah, no, it's a really interesting peek into his psychosis.
Yeah,
not his psychosis, his psyche. Maybe his psychosis. Travolta hasn't been in a theatrically released film since 2012. Savages. It's crazy. He was obviously in the People vs. O.J. Simpson. That was kind of the last like real project he was in. Yeah. He's going to be in That's Amore, though, which is the follow-up to Nick Valilante's Green Book follow-up.
Oh,
it's him and Katherine Heigl. And apparently there was a lot of stuff going on at Cannes this year with them shipping that around. Shopping that around. So.
Oh, that's new, like.
Yeah, that's either like just been made or is currently being made, but it's going to be coming out soon. But yeah, we'll talk about Travolta again on a Face Off episode at some point. I'd like to save it for that. But
we haven't done Face Off.
You know, he's not in that many comedies, actually. If you filter his filmography to just comedies, it's like Two of a Kind, the Look Who's Talking trilogy, Get Shorty, Lucky Numbers, Be Cool, Wild Hogs, Hairspray, Old Dogs. That's it.
It's like 10 though.
Yeah, but then he's in like 30 other movies. And for a guy who's pretty funny and has like a kind of a funny, weird energy, it's odd that most of his films are either dramas or thrillers. It's unusual.
I don't like Face Off is kind of funny.
Sure, a lot of those are campy and silly.
They're kind of action.
I feel like he takes himself very seriously, and maybe that's what's kind of endearing about him. I don't know.
Yeah,
that he actually hasn't let himself be the butt of the joke that much. Sorry, I mean his performance in Pulp Fiction is primarily comedic as well.
Yes, exactly.
But that's not listed as a comedy on Letterboxd. No. But that doesn't mean it's not. I mean, he's very funny in Hairspray. He's very funny in some of these movies. Sorry, Pulp Fiction is actually listed here as a comedy. I don't know why I didn't read it out. Never mind. So Wild Hogs, the 4 guys, they go on a road trip. And the only I'll list off the incidents I remember. They go skinny dipping, and they're out camping. They're sleeping on a quadruple mattress together. Yeah,
because a lot of their shit got burnt because something went on fire, and William H. Macy ran and was like, "I'm gonna put this out," and he accidentally put lighter fluid on it instead because he was like, "Oh, I thought this was water."
To all of us.
Yeah.
John C. McGinley shows up as a gay cop.
Yeah.
And you know he's gay because his pants are too tight. And he's like...
And he's got a little pencil John Waters mustache.
Yeah, and he's like, hello, boys. How are you getting on? And they're like, oh, just the four of us out on a trip. And he's like, that's so nice. The four of you could be together. You care for a fifth? And then he shows up a second time when they are skinny dipping and he's staring at them. He's very well cast in that role.
He's doing a bit of a thing that you'd probably let Alexander Skarsgård do in the current day where he's pretty jacked and like very tall.
He's good at it. Then
there's thankfully no like arresting or like actual law enforcement done.
No.
He's just kind of funny because he's a cop and he never shows up again.
Then they get to this small town. Marissa Tomei runs a diner. Academy Award winner Marissa Tomei.
It is weird that he doesn't show up at the end, considering there is a lot of police presence.
He's not from that town. I don't know.
I guess so.
So Macy's flirting with Marissa Tomei, and then they've come across this biker gang in a little biker bar that's run by Ray Liotta.
They do. They stop in a biker bar on one of their travels, and they're kind of made fun of and get into.
Ray Liotta is playing this like nasty, scary guy. He's been very similar to his performance in Date Night, I feel like.
Yeah.
He is basically, they piss him off, and then Travolta cuts the wires and all the bikes.
Because Ray Liotta and his gang trick William H. Macy into like kind of taking his bike.
Yeah.
And then the three boys or the four lads leave on three bikes. And like, no, fuck this, we're going to go back and get William H. Macy. Or John Travolta's like, I'm going to go back and get William H. Macy. So he goes back, he grabs it, he ultimately ends up kind of accidentally setting all the bikes or setting the bar on fire.
Yeah.
Because fuel and cigarettes and yada yada.
Yeah.
And this kind of just kicks us off into the second half of the film where they're being
chased,
hunted by these guys. Yeah.
So they go hide out in Marissa Tomei's town, but then the guys show up, and then there's just a big fight.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the movie, Peter Fonda shows up.
He does.
And is he Marissa Tomei's father?
No, he's just he's the guy who owned the bar that got burned down.
Yeah.
And he was kind of the leader of the actual real
so
bike.
He shuts down all the fighting.
He shows up and he's like, this is not what we're about. You don't just harass these guys who like riding their motorbikes. And Ray Liotta starts like crying. He's like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's great. I was so happy to see him. I didn't know he was going to be in this.
Sorry, there's definitely one or two other guys.
Steven Tobolowsky is the sheriff. There's the scene with the cow, with the bull.
There's a scene with the bull.
That's not that funny.
It's kind of just film time there.
But Steven Tobolowsky's good. And then Kyle Gass from Tenacious D is in this.
One thing they loved in this era of film was like kind of ragdolling actors when they get hit by something.
Yeah.
Like they get hit by the ball and they just go flying like 40 meters in the air.
They obviously figured out how to do that with stuntmen. They thought it was good fun.
They figured out cables.
There's like during the credits they play this scene from Extreme Makeover where they give the Del Fuegos a new bar.
Sorry, we forgot like the funniest line in this.
Okay.
Ray Liotta as they're being called out by Ray Liotta and the gang, they're like, you guys better get out here. You're being charged a $10,000 inconvenience fee.
No,
inconvenience.
Disobedience
penalty. And $40,000 for our bar.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm shouting into the microphone.
Yeah, the audio's really peaking there. Disobedience fee is a great idea. I'm gonna start charging people a disobedience fee. Nope, that's pretty good. I like this film. I think it's good fun.
I think so too.
Nominated for favorite movie comedy at the People's Choice Awards that year.
Sure.
Do you want to know what it lost to? It lost to. Oh my god, this page is laid out so poorly. It lost to Knocked Up.
Fine.
And the Simpsons movie was the other nominee. There was only 3 nominees.
Yeah.
That's a funny 3 nominees to have. There was a lawsuit. The Hells Angels, real motorcycle gang, filed suit against Disney, alleging that the film used the name and distinctive logo of the Hells Angels Motorcycle Club without permission. The suit resulted in voluntary dismissal.
Okay.
They announced a sequel. Wild Hogs 2, Bachelor Ride, was going to be released in 2010. Old Dogs bombed so badly that Disney cancelled Wild Dogs 2.
Wow.
Because
Wild
they
Hogs.
lost faith in Travolta.
Yeah.
And they cancelled another movie that Robin Williams was going to be in with Diane Keaton called Wedding Band. And that sounds a little similar to what's that fucking shitty, awful Robin Williams wedding priest movie that came out in 2007 with Krasinski?
I have no idea.
Oh, it has a really shitty name. This is like one of the worst movies I've ever seen. I'm typing in so poorly right now. So I'm Licensed to Wed.
Licensed to Wed.
Where Robin plays the priest who's marrying He's marrying Mandy Moore and John Krasinski, but then he gets a little bit too involved.
Okay.
That is a dreadful film. So yeah, no Wild Hogs 2, which is sad. That would have been fun. Well, would that have been Macy and Tomei are getting married and they go away on
that
a
sounds like
bachelor
a bachelor party. Yeah. Bachelor Ride makes it sound like that's it. Yeah.
A film cost $60 million and it grossed $253.6 million. So it was a success, and it's easy to understand why they would have made a sequel. I would also imagine that this went crazy with DVD sales in 2007.
Oh, 100%.
Like, this would have been such a, like, dad's buying this in Best Buy on DVD.
Let me see
movie.
what the poster was like for this.
The poster is pretty solid poster of the four boys. I remember this being up in the window of the iCinema facing out onto Well Park Road. Four guys from the suburbs hit the road and the road hit back. A lot can happen on the road to nowhere. Wild Hogs. So grab me the box office, sir, for the weekend of March 2nd, 2007. While you're doing that, Harley Davidson provided the motorcycles for the making of this film. Screamin' Eagle Fat Boy for Woody. Black Fat Boy for Doug. FXSTS Springer Softail for Bobby. And XL 1200C Sportster Custom for Dudley.
Ooh, the numbers isn't working.
Many of the motorcycles used by the Del Fuego gang were customized choppers. The numbers isn't working, you say?
Yeah.
You'll just have to Google it. I'm sure there's a trades article from that weekend.
Domestic weekend. I'm on Box Office Mojo.
That's fine.
Okay, this opened number 1.
In March, you'd want it to.
39 million domestic opening, it seems.
Very solid.
Pretty good. Yep. Number 2. This is also a film that opened this weekend.
Okay.
Very, very different vibes.
Oh, right.
Much more sinister.
Sinister. Okay, interesting.
Another kind of collection of guys that we could conceivably do on this podcast.
Sinister.
But I think we haven't been willing to do it.
So they said, is it sinister because the guys in it are evil in real life?
No, they're actually quite guys we very much like in real life. But it's a very scary subject matter.
Is it just a film I would refuse to watch?
No, you've watched it.
I've watched it, but it's a scary subject matter.
Yeah, like, not scary in like your kind of phobia scary sort of way.
Just like upsetting and disturbing.
Yeah, I'll try and pull up a review you have here now. I think you're like milder on this than most.
March 2000.
Like, some people think this is
Zodiac.
This is Zodiac.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we're not avoiding doing it because it's scary. We're just avoiding doing it because we've kind of... I think this movie gets overtalked and isn't that interesting. Yeah. Zodiac's overrated.
We did watch it 3 years ago at this stage. Fair enough.
Yeah, we did watch it in this house.
Yeah.
I remember my dad going to see Zodiac the day that I went to see Pirates 3. So in my head, it was a May release, but that was obviously just in Ireland.
Yeah.
Zodiac came out in March. Yeah, interesting. Yep. Yeah, Zodiac's, it's grand.
Next up is a weird, maybe not, it's a weird coincidence because people were into motorbikes at this stage.
Oh, yeah?
I think you mentioned this to me
it's another motorbike
while we were watching this.
Right.
While we were watching Wild Hogs.
Another motorbike movie.
Yeah, because there's a bit of crossover in...
Weird.
A guy that appears in both of these.
Oh, Ghost Rider.
Ghost Rider.
Weird. Peter Fonda's in that too.
Yeah.
He plays the devil in that.
Nicolas Cage, Eva Mendes, Sam Elliott, Wes Bentley, Peter Fonda.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah.
Not great.
It's funny, Travolta and Nick Cage
both had motorcycle movies with Peter Fonda in them.
Yeah.
That is weird. Wild Hogs is a lot better than Ghost Rider.
Sure.
I haven't seen Ghost Rider 2. That has Idris Elba as the villain. They're not very interesting. It's imagine The Place Beyond the Pines, but he turns into a skeleton man on fire.
Okay. We got a 4-star film from you. You've no review.
Oh yeah? Interesting.
This is a kind of a children's movie that is very much still heavily referenced today. Right. I think it's has a pretty extreme ending.
Has an extreme
Not extreme ending, but like quite an ending that has stuck with people, I believe. It's not something I've seen.
Right. Is it animated?
No. A slightly sweaty title, but not that sweaty.
Not Mr. Gregorius Wonder Emporium.
No,
that's later in the year. That is 2007. 2007 live action kids movie with an ending that struck people. So the ending is somebody dies. Bridge to Terabithia. Yeah, it's a really good film. Really good. Crazy, depressing ending. Josh Hutcherson and Anna Sophia Robb. Yeah. very good. If people haven't seen that movie, check it out. It's very, very good. Zooey Deschanel plays the teacher, a teacher who takes the boy out to a museum, and then something terrible happens.
Oh. Next up, this is a trailer that we watched a couple of months ago.
Gamer.
No, but we were laughing hysterically at it. Because this is just like the poster is ridiculous.
But we never actually put the film on.
No, it honestly looked kind of too terrible.
Right. Interesting. Comedy?
It's a comedy guy trying to do a serious performance.
The number 23.
The number 23.
Joel Schumacher is the number 23.
Yeah.
I don't think I can watch that.
This is just Jim Carrey running around with his eyes wide open, being like,
yeah,
the number 23 is everywhere.
I don't understand how anyone was able to keep a straight face making that.
I don't know.
Having not seen it.
Next up is a film we have covered on this podcast.
Wow.
By an actor we have
made
very clear that we don't like on this specific episode.
Okay.
Who we talk shit about?
It's
Norbit.
Norbit was coming out at the same time as Martin was in this. Norbit is obviously the film that cost Eddie Murphy his
a film with
Oscar.
Real hatred in its heart is how you described it.
God, it's funny we did an episode on Norbit.
It was an April Fool's episode.
It was like a 25-minute episode, but yeah. It's
see.
one of our most popular episodes as well.
Yeah.
A lot of listeners
people like when we only talk for 25 minutes.
Don't want to talk about Norbit again. Go back and listen to that episode.
Seagulls are going nuts.
They are, yeah. Jesus, there's a dog as well.
Where are the seagulls? We're inland.
Yeah, I don't understand that. It's so bizarre.
All right. No relation to Martin Lawrence, I believe, but this is directed by Mark Lawrence.
Right. No, I don't know who that is.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
This is a rom-com that looks John Carney adjacent because the two leads are...
Ooh, interesting. Musical instruments. Nick and Nora's Infinite Playlist.
No.
Shit. That was a good guess. If I may say so myself. The Art of Getting By.
No, you had the first word right there.
Nick. The.
No.
Art.
No. Music.
What? Music.
You said music and instruments.
August Rush is directed by Kirsten Sheridan. The leads have musical instruments.
No, the first word.
Oh, music and lyrics.
Music and lyrics.
Hugh Grant and Drew Barrymore, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. It's on the Boy Party long list. I doubt we'll ever do it, but it's a songwriting movie.
We're kind of getting into weird,
that's
weird
okay.
stuff. Black Snake Moan.
Yeah. Sam Jackson, Christina Ricci. Yeah.
Okay.
I showed you the poster for that a few months ago.
Oh, I think you did, yeah.
Yeah.
Ridiculous name.
Yeah.
Reno 911 ! Miami.
Jesus Christ, yeah.
And
Thomas Lennon.
Breach.
Oh, Breach is pretty good.
That rounds out our top
Chris
10.
Cooper and Ryan Phillippe, yeah. All right, that's all we have time for. That's our Wild Hogs episode. Enjoy.
Sorry, did you ever discover or figure out the pay scale for this film?
No, I didn't.
No info
I'd
online?
love to know on a $60 million budget how much these four guys
Tim Allen was first billed.
Tim Allen is first billed. I don't know if that means Tim Allen got the biggest pay.
Yeah, maybe there was a compromise there.
Compromise where Travolta maybe got slightly more money and Allen got top billing. I don't know.
Yeah.
I would guess that Tim Allen and Travolta's billing situation may have been resolved alphabetically. But Travolta is a little bit taller than Tim Allen, and therefore I think he jumps out on the poster first.
Yeah.
Which is an interesting one. I'd say the way that they're standing on the poster was probably the subject of some negotiation as well. You've got Lawrence, Travolta, Allen, Macy, and there's enough of a gap over Travolta and Allen's shoulders that they are very much the center of attention. Yeah. It's an interesting bit of blocking there on that poster, folks. I think go take a look at it and have a think about what you would have asked for if you were Dr. Travolta's agent in that situation.
Go watch One Way Propeller. What's it called?
Propeller One Way Night Coach.
Propeller One Way Night Coach.
Yeah, it's on Banger. It's on Apple and all piracy sites right now, and it's a
best
fun
picture
movie.
front runner.
Best picture. Boy Party, Best Picture
Boy
nomination.
Party, Best Picture
quite
nomination.
likely, unfortunately. Best original, Best Adapted Screenplay. Best Production Design, blah, blah, blah. As it stands, Conan O'Brien will be a contender for Best Supporting Actor for his performance in Toy Story 5. So someone needs to come along and knock him off. I pray by the end of the year, 5 better performances have emerged.
Yeah.
Thank you for tuning in. I'll be back next week. And ride like the wind, folks. Vroom, vroom. Goodbye.